First of all, is this just the first company that will do this because of supply chain concerns, or will this be a one-off?
I think there'll be more. I don't think the others will be as big. $12 billion over 9 years is a huge amount of money. And there's not really any other company in the world that is large in terms of capex. But I definitely believe that we'll see more and more Asian manufacturers, suppliers to American companies, not just suppliers to Apple, but suppliers to Dell and to HP and many other companies, will want to base themselves in the United States or perhaps just over the border in Mexico or Canada. But certainly I think this is the start of something big. We saw it happening already with Wisconsin a couple of years ago, but I think this is an even larger scale and a bigger deal for the U.S.
Is this a Trump administration win? Are they offering anything to these companies, or does it just make business sense because then you can sell locally?
It's both. Definitely Donald Trump has brought to the fore something that has been a big concern within national security circles in America for quite a few years. That is concern that China's technology could catch up to America's, or that China can get their hands on American technology. Now, TSMC is mostly based in Taiwan. Most of their production is in Taiwan, but there's definitely concerns that having so much American technology offshore outside of the borders of the United States is something that is a kind of a weak spot in America's national security defenses. And so the real big win here is, I guess, yes, for the Trump administration, but I would say probably for the national security apparatus in the U.S., National Security Council, NSA, DOD, all those various types of bureaucrats who have been concerned about this, even predating Donald Trump.
Well said, Tim Culpan. You are truly the expert on the Taiwan watch. I want you to fold in this announcement, and as you say, the security apparatus in America, with the tension between Taiwan and mainland China. We see this recently with Taiwan being excluded from the World Health Organization by China. That's fermenting in the news, etc. Fold in the construction of a factory in the southwest of America with the arch Taiwan Chinese debate.
Yeah, Tom, I think that question nails it on the head. You know, a year ago, TSMC, for example, was prevaricating. Do they want to go to America? Not really. They're actually expanding in China. China's the future. That's where growth is. But America's the biggest customer right now. It's that classic, you know, do you go with the new guy that's growing, or do you go with the current one that's your biggest client? That's Taiwan in a nutshell, Tom, because all of the technology that's developed by the Taiwanese and the Taiwanese economy, yes, they export a lot to China, but a lot of it gets re-exported back to America. So Taiwan as a nation has been struggling with this very question for a long time. And so this really shows that Taiwan is moving more to the American side, which I think will build up more tension with China.
Well, to your layout there of how we affect business, it goes to the great and late Clay Christensen in creative destruction. Is Taiwan setting up its own creative destruction by attaching to the Trump administration desires?
I would say that Taiwan is leveraging and grabbing onto what the Trump administration is doing, but Taiwan has been wanting to move in that direction for more than a decade, almost 2 decades, beyond getting away from China and trying not to lean on China as much. Taiwan has been trying to look at Southeast Asia. They want to build relationships with, say, Indonesia, Vietnam, India. These are large, important, growing economies, as well as, of course, America. So I would say that Trump has come along at a convenient time, and in many things that's going on right now with this trade war and all the other things that are going on, it's really been the spark. Trump has kick-started a lot of things that I think were already in process.